Hey everybody, we're here to try out Garrison's latest edition of Fog Burner Glenora edition. This is 11.5% barley wine aged in barrels. This is a very limited brew here. This was aged in the barrels for about 9 months, and this particular bottle is 1175. It was in the barrel on June 3rd, 2011, and got put into the bottle on March 2nd, 2012.
Yeah, and the cool thing is that Glenora Distillery up in Mabou, Cape Breton, or around Mabou, Cape Breton, is the only single malt whiskey distillery in North America, and they've been making whiskey there since 1990, and they bottled their first single malt in 2000, and it's really a unique product. It's just a beautiful expression of single malt whiskey. We can't call it Scotch because it's not from Scotland, but it's just a really unique product, and uniquely from Nova Scotia.
Yeah, definitely. So this was aged in oak barrels for 9 months, and the barrels that Glenora used, they come from the Jack Daniel's distillery also.
They do. So they're first used at the Jack Daniel's distillery in Lynchburg, Tennessee, and then they use them to age the Glen Breton whiskey, and once they've been used for that, then Garrison buys them to age the old fog burner.
Yeah, perfect. So you can see it's a nice deep copper color, a little bit of head to it. It's same thing like the regular fog burner, nice and thick when you pour it. You should be able to get some vanilla, caramel, and some whiskey notes. So
It's really darker than the regular fog burner. I find that there's not as much of a head to it as the other one, and I think some of that, creaminess might get lost in the aging, but the smell of it is way smoother, and it's just got a great character to the smell.
Very, very light single malt, the whiskey smell to it, like
Yeah, it kind of shines through.
right off the bat for me, I taste the alcohol a little bit because it's 11 and a half, but very smooth. The vanilla like just explodes like at first, and then it just smooths out afterwards.
Yeah, and that vanilla taste that typically comes from that charred oak barrel is really present here.
Yeah.
Really in a nice way. Again, and I've said it before, I'm not a fan of high alcohol beers. This is definitely not one of my favorites, but I'm trying to find the little notes that I like, and that vanilla taste in it is something that's really, really pleasant.
And I find it makes your whole tongue, like, usually there's certain spots on your tongue.
Yeah,
It seems to roll over your whole tongue.
Yeah, exactly. Not any bitterness at the end. Not a lot, very little dryness. Like as I said, it's very smooth. A lot of flavors to distill or to parse through. But
You know what's funny is that we just reviewed, and you guys probably have watched already our review of the regular old fog burner, and we detected more hoppiness in it than we did from last year's version, and it has kind of disappeared or mellowed in this one. It's nowhere near as present.
no.
Right? It's much more mellow, and you would expect that from the aging, but it's really smooth. I'm enjoying this one. I have to say, which is odd for me.
Yeah, and this is my favorite of the fog burner. Now at $12 a bottle, you get this once in a while. It's kind of limited. I forget what was the production number for the bottles are, but definitely if you find it, I would recommend getting your hands on one because it's a special brew. It's nice.
It's nice. It's very nice.
Yeah, and this, we're reviewing this late March here. As Jim said, this is bottle number 1175. I don't know how long it's going to last, but they still had ample supply for now at Garrison, and it might be available in some of your local, specialty liquor stores.
Yeah. Perfect. Cheers.
Cheers.
Cheers.